Everybody, how's it going? Today is August 11th, 2022. It is a Thursday. You know what that means? Let's get on to Monster Strike news. We've got... Actually, it wasn't that much. When I saw the table of contents, I was a little bit afraid. But this actually went kind of quickly. And, well, that makes me happy because today was an early start. And I've got to do some farming for my Units on Air game. So, without further ado, let's get going. Of course, I'm sure you're aware that Largamente will be making her debut tomorrow. That is at 7 p.m. Japan time. So if you're ready to take on the newest Bakuzetsu quest, yes, Bakuzetsu, make sure you tune in tomorrow and take it on. We've got the 36th floor of the Uncharted Lands coming on the 14th of August. That will start on noon Japan time. We're gonna wrap up this section pretty soon, so we'll be interesting to see what new monster comes up afterwards. We'll just keep trucking along on the Uncharted Lands. We've got a new quest coming with the Aesod Kai. Next up is Aesod, and I think the art looks really nice for him. And very interesting to see his sub-bomb combos. I know usually you'll hear me discount the usefulness of this because of just, when it's a sub-bomb combo, the amount of damage it does is quite reduced. But when you have something utility-wise like that Strike Shot Turn Reducer bullet, that might be an interesting to think about to see if that's useful or not. His debut will come next week on the 19th. And, of course, for those of you who have been struggling with the castle, you may be happy to note that we will be reviving the Summer Alpha gachas. Obviously, the key character that people would be pining for is on the top left, Nonno Alpha. And, if you think about it, that's a 2015 character still massively... obviously there's been improvements since then, but having a character introduced since then that is a staple to top tier quests. Let's tip our hat to her, but I'm sure plenty of people are going to be wanting to pick her up. So do note that the time is going to be limited for her, only the 15th through the 18th. If you want to pick her up, or any of the other alpha monsters, they are available as well. I know I tend to use Sandalphon Alpha quite a lot on my tablet. Who else is good? Watson Alpha too, I think, right? Anyways, if you want to roll, feel free. Again, this is a little bit, you can justify this a little bit more because these alpha monsters don't come as often. But of course, we have One Piece coming, so please be careful. And of course, the summer quests associated with those, gachas are coming back to the library. So if you haven't finished those, feel free to go to the library and finish them off. We are getting a version 24.1 update that will be on taking place on August 16th from midnight to 5 a.m. Japan time. If you're interested on the details, let's move on to the next slide. First one, I'm not really sure what the big point about this, but you can see on the left that that version of Tampopo is kind of old, and you might not be familiar with that version of Tampopo. Well, you can click that button next to the icon, and it'll just basically allow you to switch the icon onto which is the icon that you're most familiar with. Now, I don't know if this is just going to be the display version you see in your box going forward, that it will show that icon despite it being I don't really understand, but if we're going to have to wait and see it in action. But it has something to do with the display of the the monsters that you're fusing, and may make it easier. Like, let's say you have I guess, right? Like, let's go with Bishamonten, right? She has so many different forms available. With the, I think, X-Flag Park form and some other, limited time events. Maybe it'll allow you to pick which one is the one that survives later. I will just have to see. Stay tuned for my version update video when we get the full details. As of this moment, the details aren't on the news page for Monster Strike, and like I said, I need to go farm stuff. So we'll just take the video and follow up on it later when the update actually drops. Another update is, I think this is kind of useful. The rarity filter update, you can now see that there's going to be a checkbox there, and that checkbox allows you to filter for monsters that will eventually, if in their final form, they're evolved all the way, will reach that rarity level. So you can see there on the right, we've got the 6-star option selected. You can now check that box and see all the monsters that will eventually become a 6-star, including ones that are already 6 stars. And that can help you. I think that's one thing that I really wanted, and this is why I'm happy about this, is just making sure that I've gotten all the 5-star monsters, the max 5-star monsters, in my box. I wonder if this is gonna make that obvious and see like which ones I'm still missing to getting 90 luck from the gacha. So an interesting quality of life update. This one I'm sure a lot of people will be happy about. When you go to the temple and you pick up a new berry for your monsters, for Nail here for example, you can now immediately feed a Waku Waku Min to that berry so that it turns into a +1 level. This is obviously, going to be synergizing with those new EL berry cans that we get from the castle, if you're able to get it, that is. But do note that this only applies for the Waku Waku Min. Obviously, great quality of life update. You don't have to spend that extra UI step to go to the page, pick an Able Berry, try to find that monster again, turn it into an S++ Tokyo L level right away. So pretty cool update here. And then we're going to get some campaign details for the collab. Do note that this is just campaign stuff to get you excited for the fact that One Piece is coming. There is no in-game details about any of the characters for One Piece today. That will come next week. So hopefully you didn't get your hopes up. They said on that news briefing that the news would come next week. You shouldn't have expected anything else. But first thing is the Cho Baku Go site, and this is making sure that all of those difficult quests that come in the game will be packed into the schedule starting from the 15th through the 19th. Those 5 days, take a look at the monsters that you want to farm close to max lucking or just haven't done at all. They will be up in succession in the calendar. Make sure you go ahead and check out the schedule for what tickles your actually I don't know what the right word there is, but this should be really happy. The temple will be guaranteeing S++ berries, the Tokyo L, the ones that you probably want to farm. You can see the dates here from the 15th through the 19th. 1 element per day will feature this bonus. Make sure you are playing the right stage to get them. Every single berry that drops on that quest will be a Tokyo L level, so make sure you do not miss out on this. They will be live from midnight to 23:59 each day. The moment it turns to midnight in Japan, it'll switch to the next element and we will see the results from that. So don't forget, that'll be really nice. And this is pretty exciting. We will be getting the again gacha. There is a little bit of a twist this year. We'll talk about that in a second. But basically this is a free, and did I make that bold? Yes, I made that in capitals because I know people will miss that. This is a free gacha that you get. All you have to do is log in. It'll be in your box and you can select how to roll this gacha. You can roll up to 100 not 100 temples, 10 temples, right? That's a total of 100 in total. And the very last temple is a guaranteed limited monster. Now, of course, we know how big the pool is for limited monsters. We know that there is now 100. I'm not sure. I doubt that Chihaya is going to be in that pool. But, that is quite a big list of limited monsters available. But one of them is guaranteed. So that's pretty cool. And it will be available from the 13th through the 22nd. However, the gacha, will go away on that 22nd. So make sure you don't delay. Pick it up and do the pull. Now, I said there's a twist. You've got 3 courses you can pick from on how you want to do this again gacha. And you can pick which one meets your need. Or actually meets your gambling urges. So let's take a look at your first course. The first course is how we've done it before. You are guaranteed nothing, you will be getting a random amount of pulls from 10 to 100. And actually, it's a little bit more scary because I believe before we got at least guarantee of like 30 10 pulls, right? That is not the case here. You can get from anything as low as 10 pulls or a maximum of 100. So if you want to roll your luck, this might be the course you want. Now, let's say you want to be a little more safe. Course number 2 is the safety course. You are guaranteed 50 10 pulls no matter what. Right? So if you don't want to worry about, I got so little, I'm okay trying to see if I can get more than that. That doesn't matter to you. Just give me 50. I am happy. That's going to be the middle between 10 and 100. Well, here's your option too. 50 pulls guaranteed. And for those of you daring out there, this is the challenge course. You can do a 10 pull or you can get a 100 pull. It's up to luck. Now the question is this a 50-50 chance? I know people seem to be pessimistic about this in the Discord. I actually personally think this will be a straight up coin flip 50-50 to get 10 or 100. I think that's the best way. It obviously gives the most even odds across the different pulls you can get. However, just know the expected value is a little bit different from the 3. Hopefully you can check on that. But if you are a gambling type, you are willing to see if you will get 10 or if you'll get 100, this is your course. So to summarize, you will be getting this free single agedama. You only get to do this course once. You can pick the blue regular course to get anywhere from between 10 or 100, obviously in 10 pull increments. Or you can just say, play it safe, give me a 50 pull and I'm done. Or you can go to the red challenging course and say, I am willing to roll the dice. It's either 10 or 100 for me. Show me Lady Luck if you are on my side. This will start on the 13th. It's going to be pretty soon. I don't know what I'm going to do quite yet. I'm leaning towards 50 just to be safe. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me know in the comments what you think you're going to do because it's an interesting proposition for sure. Anyways, to wrap up for this news, we've got Transcension Kai coming for Ricol. I think the art looks really nice for Ricol, even though it looks pretty different from before. Super null damage wall, super laser stop, null block, and repeat hit slayer L on the gauge. Love repeat hit slayer. Connect skill, super null gravity barrier and super null wind. Yes, that is 4 super nulls if you are able to hit the connect skill. However, it is a little bit difficult because this is an and connect requirement. You need a team that contains a demon mancer type, the Majin, as well as at least one sprite, a Yosei type. Not gonna be the easiest to do this, so make sure you're careful if you bring along Ricol, or if you're lucky enough to get enough clears in the castle. Might not be a bad candidate for the connect skill scroll. Hopefully this isn't going to be a pattern going forward that we start seeing these impossible connect skills that you really need a connect skill scroll to get around it. Anyways, strike shot is a simple 8+8 speed and power up, and Ricol will go into counter mode, which you can take advantage of these bump combos, which is Chozetsu homing 18 along with the Chozetsu flare. Chozetsu flare is apparently new. I don't think we've ever gotten that in Chozetsu adjectives, so will be interesting to see how much output we'll get out of Ricol. Now, speaking of Ricol, we know that we have a Easter form of her, and I think the doggy being in a bunny outfit is pretty cute as well. So if you have the Easter form of Ricol, congratulations there. And like we said, the next Monster Strike news will be next week. Do note that is 1 day earlier than usual. Obviously, we will be starting on the collab on Saturday. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of time to prepare for that. The news will be there, and we will be getting all the details of what kind of collab we're getting with One Piece. Is it going to be, shoehorned in another gacha, like a elemental gacha? Is it... I mean, people keep saying it could be a free gacha, but I just don't see how you can pass up all that money unless, this is something from One Piece's side. And, I've said it before, lots of kids enjoy this. You don't want to take advantage of the kids who are going to go crazy about this. Plenty of adults are going to go crazy, but, got to think of the kids a little bit sometime. But, I mean, let's be honest. that's a lot of money on the table that you can pick up. And so fully expecting a gacha, but we will see on the 17th of August to see what is coming. And here are the next lucky monsters. If you want to make sure you have at least 3, that'll make your life easier for the upcoming week. Otherwise, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. And like I said, do let me know what you think about this, again, gacha. It is a new twist. Are you going to go for the regular? Are you going to go for the safety? Or are you the gambler and will be going for the challenge? Let me know. I would love to see what your thoughts are. Again, thank you for watching up until this far, 15 minutes in. I do appreciate your viewage. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe, comment. Monst on Twitter has all of these slides available for you to look at immediately. And of course, the Discord channel is allowed or is linked below so that you can talk to other folks who love the game, speak English, and I guess like Discord. Anyways, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.